So Arsenal played Liverpool today, and I was at work while it happened, and didn't see the first goal. I saw a replay of Saka's goal, and then all of a sudden I look back. It's like the 25th minute, and I see that it's equal, and then I go on my break, and I get to see us score the game-leading goal that Marino put in, and they took literally 3 minutes reviewing offsides. When it was just clear that it wasn't obvious enough to overturn, so they were wasting their time anyway. Yeah, I saw glimpses of the breakaway and saw the last goal. But I was watching AFTV's responses and I saw all these headlines about refs, and I was like, why are we talking about refs? From what I saw, the ref was inconsequential. But apparently there was a goal that was overturned. So I'm gonna watch the highlights right now, take you through how I'm thinking about them, how I'm feeling about them. Because, like I said, I didn't get to see the whole game, so I mean, even these highlights aren't going to really add too much more context. But let's see if they show the disallowed goal and see if we can get my thoughts on it. Going into this game, I was nervous. For some reason, I was nervous. I just haven't been super confident in our team lately. Ball over the top to Saka. Who played this? Ben White to Saka? What a ball! He's not even. Ben White is goated. Please, ooh, what a finish by Saka. What a finish by Saka. That's world class. That goal specifically, put respect on his name. Against Liverpool in 10 minutes, one shot, and a deadly top bins goal. But what a great assist by Ben White. Ben White is goated. No one even knows about him. No one even talks about him. He's a silent killer. Oof. Saka, that was disrespectful to Robertson. That's nasty. That goal is nasty. Yeah, I wasn't too confident going into it for whatever reason. We've had our ups and downs this season, 10 men, 3 times. And I don't think Liverpool are better than us. I don't think they're even title contenders. Like, I think people put a little too much respect on their name. They contended for most of the season and then fell off, and the year before that they were nowhere to be seen. So I don't know how we all of a sudden put them back in the title contention, because they were put in the title contention before the season started. I understand they were in first place before this game, but they were still, before the season started, regarded as title contenders, which I don't think is fair because we haven't seen them play, especially under this new coach. They're playing well, but they haven't played anyone of significance yet, so we don't really know. I did get to see the preseason game in America against Arsenal. That was a terrible game, but it did feel like a fluke. Like, it didn't feel like Liverpool would be. It just felt like they had a good game when we played them in the preseason, but I don't think they're as good as us to begin with. Trossard had a very good first half from what I saw, and no one was talking about him. The passes he made, very dangerous passes. Havertz should have finished that goal the 31st minute. He should have focused and put that away. And then the goal from Marino. Big goal from Marino. There was one moment in the first half when he had the ball and he just slowed the play down, and it seemed like people started booing, which is not fair. He's like new. This is like his second start. But to put a goal in like that in a game like this warms him up to the fans very quickly. I loved his celebration. That was goated, a goated celebration. This VAR took way too long, like I said before. I was listening to someone on AFTV talk about Liverpool and how they didn't really have many chances. They didn't have deadly chances. The way the pundits spoke about Liverpool, let's see if we see the disallowed goal. I mean, Liverpool were not convincing. But looking back on this game, it's frustrating we didn't hold on to the lead and not just secure 3 points, but obtain them by the end. It does feel like we're playing a little more shy, and it's probably a response to not winning the league last year, but also the decision-making against us this year, going down to 10 men 3 times, like I've said before. We're just more afraid in a way. We're shyer. And I do think we should give it to teams a little bit more and try to make them defend more when we go into the lead. Salah scores. Let's see this. How did this come about? So we had been on the attack. Perfect through ball. I mean, I don't know if there's anything you can do to stop that goal. That was quick, except for not being on the attack. No, that's terrible defense. Yeah, that's on Kivior and Lewis Skelly. I don't know what they're playing, who they were, because they were trying to pick up. They were trying to pick up no one. They were moving back, but they weren't on anyone. And if they had man marked, then that may have been stopped, just at least slowed down. But they were kind of in between. I don't know what they were thinking, both of them. That's on Lewis Skelly and Kivior. Because if they both just sprint towards their man, they can shut off the passing lane that led to Salah scoring. Yeah, Kivior tries to stop the ball going over. He should have just tracked back instead. Just poor decision making. Jesus, oh my gosh, nearly through the hands of the keeper. They're showing a lot of chances from Arsenal in the last 5 minutes. I want to see if the disallowed goal is here. Oh, that's a goal. That's a goal. Oh my. Okay, so they're saying he blew his whistle on Marino. Let's see. Let's see what Marino looks like. Or no. Oh my gosh, that's not a foul. Yeah, they're fair. They're fair to complain to the refs. That's a goal. And that's the game. Why are you blowing your whistle? Who went for that? Havertz? Doesn't touch the man. Or is that Kivior? It's Kivior. Goes up. What are we calling? What are we calling here? No, we got robbed. We got robbed again. We got robbed again. I want to see when he blows his whistle. Ball's in the air. Kivior heads. How long did he take to blow his whistle? 2. He waits for the ball to drop in front of Havertz before he goes to blow his whistle. And then 1, 2 seconds off the post, in. It's going to be a goal every single time. Alexander-Arnold is going for, or Trent is going for the ball. Yeah. No. That's terrible. That is terrible. That's a goal. Robbed again. Robbed again. Let me see how many points we have. So we're in 3rd place. 5 wins, 3 ties, and a loss. 3 ties, right? We have a tie from today against Liverpool. Robbed. We were robbed, you could say. If that counts, which it should, that's a win. And that's 1 less tie, right? I heard the pundits, Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher. Roy Keane specifically said, you can't win from tying all these games. We tied 3 games, buddy. 3 games. And we've been down to 10 men 3 times this season. It's unnecessary hate against Arsenal. Man City have 2 ties. We have one more tie than them. And they're saying you can't win by drawing so many. We have 3 ties. Other teams in the league have 4. A lot of the other teams have 3. Just simmer down a little bit. It's not like we have 4 or 5 ties already. And we've been down to 10 men 3 times, like I said before. Let me see the other times we've lost or tied. I've been curious to see the correspondence between the goals that have been scored against us when we've been down to 10 men. Okay, so against Bournemouth, both of their goals, we were down. Saliba when they scored. All right. Let's see. Against Manchester City, 45th minute, their 1 goal was against us. So that's 3 goals down to 10 men. Brighton, let's see. Brighton scored when we went down to 10 men and they tied. So that's 4 goals. I think that's it, right? So 4 goals that we've allowed out of, how many have we allowed? 10. 10 goals allowed. 40% of the goals we've allowed were after we went down to 10 men. Theoretically, if we had not gone down to 10 men, again, theoretically, hypothetically, we do not give up 4 goals. We have given up 6 goals in the league, right? Liverpool, with the best defense in the league, have given up 5. So, and arguably, we should have 0 red cards this year. And I don't think that's a difficult argument to make. The hardest red card would be against Saliba. And even that, I personally don't think is a red, because for the mere fact that it's literally right past the half. In the Chelsea, I believe, Liverpool game, or Chelsea against someone that same week, they got a yellow card for the same play. And I think that's a fair decision. I think a yellow card is fair. If it's closer to the goal, definite red, But there's too much possibility at that point to say that it's a clear goal scoring opportunity right at the half field. That doesn't make sense. It's not clear when you have half the length of the field to go, in my opinion. That one's the closest to a red that I would say. The others, ridiculous. Just madness. Yeah, we were robbed. Because I was seeing all these headlines about the refs, and I was like, how are we bringing refs up into it again? And I can see why, because it's very clear. I don't know what we're calling. Someone, I think Lee Judges said if we're calling those clean headers fouls now, the game has gone. It's gone. There's no point to play anymore, which I agree with. Terrible refereeing again. I mean, you can clearly blame the ref for us not winning because that's going to be a goal and there's like 5 minutes left in the game. But at the same time, we should be winning that regardless. I think we played too timid in the second half. And if you play too timid, or like if you play defensively, which isn't necessarily timid, but if you play defensively, you got to just commit to that. You have to stick to that. The goal that Liverpool scored against us was on the fast break because it feels we're indecisive. It's like, okay, do we want to get another goal? Especially in this game, it felt like, do we want to get another goal or do we want to play defensive? Choose one. Choose one so you know, so you're on the same page. So we need to clean that up. But, I mean, all things considered, this season has been a roller coaster, and we're in third place with 5 wins, 3 ties, and a draw. Or 3 ties and a loss, and we've already played Liverpool and Manchester City. So, I mean, I hope this roller coaster is gonna go a little higher, and I hope it goes a lot higher very soon because I don't want to stay down here. We're getting hated on by the analysts saying we're not a big team. All of a sudden, we're not a big team. What can you do, really? We just beat PSG, but we're not a big team in the Champions League. That's all I have to say for this video. Appreciate you watching.